A large crystal ball is prominently displayed. Gabriel figures that many men have picked up things in Magentia's parlor, but he'd rather not. It's not that easy to get a message from the crystal ball. Gabriel figures that many... It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp hung with crystals. Gabriel figures that it's already on, and Gabriel doesn't want to turn it off. The mask is made of carved wood and looks African. Gabriel figures that many men... There's a chest in the corner that looks like a carnival machine. Gabriel figures it's impolite to mess with other people's stuff. Gabriel should wait until he's asked. Magentia's bottles probably contain secret ritual concoctions. Gabriel figures the shelf holds a variety of unusual objects, the kind of thing Gabriel refers to as junk. Gabriel figures that a large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magentia is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner. Magentia's snake looks a little sickly, but Gabriel would still rather not stick his hand in the cage. It's a large cluster of quartz crystals. Gabriel figures that whatever they do, Gabriel isn't interested. It's an old-fashioned parlor lamp. Gabriel figures that it's already on, and Magentia Moonbeam is wrapped in gauze and silks. She looks vaguely mysterious and mysteriously vague.
She's really not my type.
That doesn't seem to work. Gabriel can't see a way to... That doesn't work, Dad.
Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. I love it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, but if you know where I can buy one...
Sorry, it would be rather hard to find one these days.
Oh, well, so be it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Yes, but we don't use those anymore.
Does this mean anything?
These are magical symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No.
And how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks, tons. Could you look at this and tell me if you...
That's from those voodoo murders, isn't it?
Since Magentia has a snake, it might be best not. Gabriel can't see. That doesn't work. An overstuffed red chair from the last century dominates the center of the room. Gabriel figures that
Could I ask you,
Of course, Seeker.
what can you tell?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as Gree and, you know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses. But my spells and charms are powerful, and
What can you tell me?
much of a voodooien's work is protecting her client. I make special protective Gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells.
What can you tell?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to a...
What can you?
I have told you all...
What do you know about?
Why, that has nothing to do with me. But I can tell you that you should stay as... There is badness there.
So you don't.
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That... If people don't believe, there's not much I can do. But if they do believe... But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it.
What do you mean? Do you know something about?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antennae, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
Nolans is the center of voodoo.
What can you tell?
It is a fast...
What can?
It is...
Do you know anything?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize...
Tell me more.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
Do you know anything about Vet?
I don't know anything about that.
Do you know what?
Oh, yes. She...
Tell me about the.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger. But you don't see them much anymore.
Too close to
Just
what?
bad karma.
Do you know anything about a?
There are many voodoo churches in Nolans.
Yes, but have you heard of a?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous...
Do you know anything about Black Voodoo?
It is the oldest, dark...
Do you know anything?
There are some things it's better not...
Do you have any idea?
No. No, I don't.
Tell me about.
Yes?
How did you get in?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen
Really?
Tabitha.
Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame.
I'm beginning to get that. What kind of people
Seekers after the truth.
do you?
I'm a voodooian. That is plain.
How many voodooians?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. But of course, the level and the power of the voodooians differ greatly.
Tell me.
I haven't always lived in Nolans.
Tell me.
I began studying voodoo more than 20 years ago. I'm well versed in the magical arts.
Tell me anything.
Many non-believers come to me.
Tell.
Dr. John sends me many
Tell me.
I am happy here.
I can't think.
Very well.
Does Ogu?
I don't know anything about that.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where did you get?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit...
Grimwald doesn't sound a gypsy.
I only know what the spirits tell me, monsieur.
How did you learn how?
I told you, a great voodoo...
Uh-huh. Would you consider giving me one of Grim?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things.
Are you sure you wouldn't
I told you.
How about showing me how you...
Really?
That would be swell.
No matter what you see.
I'll give it my best.
Magentia's movements are as liquid and sinuous as those of the snake.
She's really not my type.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it. Could I ask you a few...
Certainly.
Have you ever...
I don't know anything about that.
Could I ask you...
Certainly.
Have you ever heard the word
I don't know anything about that.
Dr. John tells me you're...
Yes.
Nice place you've got.
Thank you.
I can see that. Do you get many...
Some days, the need for my... But I have many regular clients who would be lost without...
I can imagine. That's a great looking...
It's from Africa.
Do you know Doc...
Oh, yes. We are old friends.
So let's say I came to you wanting to attract a woman.
I wouldn't think you have any trouble
No, I guess I don't. Could I ask...
Certain.
So what advice...
I tell them to
That's...
What about her?
Tell me
You have to be careful.
I'll bet. Tell me anything.
Many people are...
Totally. Tell me...
Snakes shed their skins from time to time.
I'll keep it in mind. Tell me...
Grimwald is very responsive to vibration. She doesn't recognize her name, but if I stomp 3 times, she looks right at me.
Nothing. Never mind.
All right.
Give me an example of...
All right. Here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone to a crossroads at midnight. Light the brimstone...
Give me an...
Here's an old hoodoo, Dr. Gree. Place a dime under your client's tongue. If the client is under...
Give me an...
To send someone away, take a rotten egg and write that person's name on it 9 times. You can also write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at midnight.
Give me an example of...
Here's a nasty one. To kill someone, get a sock or shoe that belongs to that person.
Does that work?
I don't know. I never tried it.
Give me an example.
To ensure the safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
They're very old. The gree that I prepare is much...
Give me an...
To ensure the safety of your...
These are
They're
interesting.
very...
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve. It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Could I ask?
Certain.
Gabriel magnifies the shed skin from magenta. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't match the scales from Lake Pontchartrain. It's the shed skin. The snake scales are hued. Magenta wouldn't like Gabriel having that. It's impolite to mess.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
As you wish. Oh, peace and harmony be yours.
Right. I'll give it my best shot. Hi. Do you know anything about...
I got some snake.
Can I ask... Have you ever heard of...
Man, I don't even know what
Nothing else...
Defiling cabinet. There's not.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
That doesn't work. That doesn't seem...
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Why is it so dark? Dr. John? Uh-oh.
Gabriel can't... Gabriel can't see...
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Hey, Grace.
Oh boy, party time.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have...
I've given...
That doesn't seem to... That doesn't work, Dad. Gabriel can't do anything. Gabriel can't hear the street drummer very clearly.
Why is it so dark? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh. You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.